This week, good example of those patterns where we get a few inches of fresh snow and then it melts. And then a few more inches of fresh snow and then it'll melt.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what's left by the middle of next week.
Yeah, overall.
Yeah, I think a lot of places, the sunny spots, there won't be much.
We'll see some bare grass, some brown grass
Yeah.
at least will be buried under there.
Yeah, and the
snowpack.
snowpack, definitely. The snowpack is deep inland and up through the forests and in the mountains, but like your own backyard, there's going to be significant melting next week once we get out of the cold, because we're back into it now, and into it in a big way up north. In the teens over the crown of Maine right now, 24 in Waterville, 28 in Rockland. Temperature's been dropping for the last 6 hours or so in Portland, now down to 31. And that's all because of this cold northeast to easterly breeze coming down around a big area of high pressure, which we've been talking about all week. This is going to come down and supply this cold. You look back to the west and south, you see a lot of moisture here, but most of that gets held to our south tonight, and it's really just southern Maine that will get into this. It's quite the temperature map. 77 in Richmond, Virginia, 60 in Pittsburgh, but we're on the cold side of things here, and that's not going to change, at least for another few days. Overnight tonight, I'd say if you're north and east of Lewiston, there probably isn't much more than a flurry at all. But to the south, that's where your best bet for some snow will be as early as about 9 o'clock near the New Hampshire border in York County. And here's midnight. There could be some flakes that get up to about Portland by that point and through the wee hours of the morning, but it really doesn't make much progress north at all from there. Few slick spots for the morning commute, mainly south of Portland. And then during the day tomorrow, a lot of clouds in western and central Maine, a little bit more sunshine in eastern Maine, and that's where temps tomorrow will get into the low end mid-30s for highs. So here's a look at the snowfall tonight. We haven't changed our thinking here, and that from about Sanford south, 2 to 4 inches of snow, and as little as nothing or a trace in this area up to about 2 inches if we get a little bit more persistent snow. But we're right on the edge of that, and there's a lot of dry air, so it doesn't look like this makes much northward progress into the state at all. Now on Saturday morning, it's going to be cold at the ground, but up above it starts warming up. That's a recipe for a little freezing drizzle, or maybe even a little light freezing rain for a time Saturday morning through the hills and mountains. So just be aware if you're driving up in that direction first thing in the morning, it might be a bit icy for a few hours. And then we get this warm front through. We hang on to a lot of clouds on Saturday, but temps rise into the upper 30s to near 40. Now there's a cold front that comes through Saturday night into Sunday morning with a few showers, but ironically it doesn't really behave like a cold front as far as how it'll feel, because the sun comes out on Sunday, we get a land breeze and temps back up to near 50 on Sunday afternoon. It's after that we start getting into the real warmth, 50s on Monday, and could be up near 60 degrees inland on Tuesday. Here's the marine forecast for tomorrow. Small crafts are up with seas running 5 to 7 feet. So that snow tonight is mainly in York County, and that's where there could be some delays in the morning. Otherwise, we're dry overnight. A little icy in spots Saturday morning, but we get up to 40 in the afternoon, and then 60 inland on Tuesday. Even the coast could hit the mid-50s. The chance for showers on Wednesday, that's with the front that could end the party. We'll see when the front arrives. Okay. Hopefully it hangs back and we get a couple more days of warmth.
You mean the 50s aren't just here into the summer?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
They will end.
Yeah, Bailey, this is something you'll come to learn. Just a tease.
Is this considered weather whiplash?
Yeah, I think you can call it that.
I have it.
We're in it.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.